President Trump says he wants to bring more transparency to the college admissions process, and he's taking action to try to make that a reality. Scripps News national correspondent Alex Miller tracking that story for us today. So, Alex, what exactly is the administration doing here?
Well, President Trump for years has said that the college admissions process is not transparent, and now he's saying many schools are not following a Supreme Court decision that essentially barred affirmative action. Now he is asking schools to turn over more data about their students, all in the name of transparency.
The Trump administration is requiring colleges and universities to prove they don't consider race in their admissions. The Department of Education saying schools will have to report data on applicants and students' race and sex, as well as academic achievements such as standardized test scores and GPAs. The move comes 2 years after a Supreme Court decision mostly barred schools from factoring race into their admissions decisions. President Trump says there are concerns schools aren't following that. Education Secretary Linda McMahon saying the move will ensure that meritocracy and excellence once again characterize American higher education.
I 100% agree that excellence and meritocracy should be part of admissions for our top colleges. However, I want to push back on this idea that grades and the SAT score are the sole measures of merit.
Natasha Wariku has researched higher education and says schools consider non-academic factors too, and believes this move will disadvantage Black and Hispanic students. Edward Bloom, the president of the group behind the 2023 Supreme Court case, called the new requirement a landmark step toward transparency and accountability. Richard Collenberg was a witness in that case. He says he favors transparency in college admissions, but says he's concerned with what the Trump administration is not asking colleges for.
The fact that the Trump administration doesn't seem to care about the economic makeup of the student body suggests to me that they are just going to look at whether there's a racial disparity in test scores and just assume that's bad, no matter whether it's economic affirmative action.
And Steph, research shows that race can be correlated to socioeconomic status, something that is allowed to be considered in college admissions. And Collenberg told us that if the Trump administration does not ask for that data, it might be difficult for schools to be able to explain how they're achieving more diversity without weighing race on its own.
Scripps News national correspondent Alex Miller, thank you so much for that story today.